Alright, this is John Kohler from DiscountJuicers.com. Today we're going to be juicing in the Omega 8006 juicer. We're going to juice 5 pounds of organic baby carrots. They're pre-washed. So you just saw that we just juiced 5 pounds of baby carrots in the Hurom vertical juicer, and we yielded about 38.5 ounces of carrot juice from 5 pounds of baby carrots. So you're going to see me juice in real time 5 pounds of baby carrots in the Omega 8006 juicer. So the feed chute on the Omega 8006 is a little bit smaller than the Hurom juicer. So we're going to go ahead and drop some carrots in there, and it takes them in there. You know, it's going to take a little bit longer to feed them in. The Hurom juicer kind of took the carrots and you know, ate them up a little bit better without actually having to use a pusher. With this juicer, you're going to have to use a pusher. So actually the juicing time may take a little bit longer with this Omega 8006 than the new Hurom vertical juicer. The other thing I would like to add is that actually Omega has just announced and coming out with a vertical juicer. It's called the Omega Vert VRT 330, which is now on the DiscountJuicers.com website. And look for another video on YouTube of the Omega Vert VRT 330 juicer fairly soon. So as you can see, the juicing process with the baby carrots in the Omega 8006 is taking a little bit longer than in the Hurom juicer. Once again, I would like to add, this is a low RPM juicer, so it runs at approximately 80 RPMs. So that's basically runs really slow, so it minimizes the oxidation and nutrient loss from the produce as soon as it's made. Some other juicers, such as centrifugal juicers, spin it up to 10,000 RPM. And they may, you know, oxidize the juice faster than, say, this juicer would. So the juice is going to have a higher nutrition content and stay fresher longer. One of the things you can do with the Omega 8006 juicer, as the pulp comes out, you can actually take the pulp and run it back through the juicer to get a further extraction. So the Omega 8006 juicer, just like the Hurom and the Omega Vert 330 juicer, has a black auger. So this is basically a GE Ultim auger. It's 8 times harder than the standard augers on the other single auger juicers. So today we happen to be juicing baby carrots, but what I would rather prefer actually is heirloom carrots. So if you've seen heirloom carrots, they come in many different colors. White, purple, red, yellow. And actually I prefer those kinds of carrots much more than the orange carrots. The orange carrots have been hybridized and actually bred so that they're sweet, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you know, there's a lot of other colors in carrots, and it's good to get a variety of foods and eat a rainbow. So while we are juicing with carrots today in the Omega 8006 juicer, and you can see it juices carrots just fine, it would be my preference actually to juice you know, carrots in something like a centrifugal ejection juicer, or maybe the Hurom juicer, just for the fact that I'm, you know, constantly having to push the carrots in, and this is taking a little bit of time. On a centrifugal juicer or the Hurom juicer, we're literally just, you know, sucks the carrots in, and it's going to be a lot quicker. Besides the fact that this juicer is, you know, basically most efficient at juicing leafy greens. So things like kale and collards, and even like I've juiced romaine heads, romaine lettuce heads, the hearts. So we're still juicing. So why don't we stop right here for a second? Actually, my collection bowl is actually getting a bit full. We're going to carefully pour this into our measuring. Okay, so let's see we'll continue juicing here. it looks like we got so far almost 3 cups worth. So we're trying to beat 38.5 ounces. And we currently have approximately 24 ounces. So we still got a little ways to go. So yeah, so what I used to do actually when I first started juicing was I would actually juice, and I would basically juice for breakfast. So instead of eating my normal breakfast, I would drink as much fresh juice as I wanted, and at that point, I was drinking mostly carrot juice actually. I juice about 5 pounds of carrots a day. And then I would have my normal lunch, and then mid-afternoon snack would be as much, you know, once again, as much juice, fresh juice as I wanted again. And that got me on the way towards eating healthier and being healthier. Also actually lost weight during this time, so actually a lot of people get into juicing to, you know, lose weight and to have more energy. Because when you juice and remove the fiber, you know, your body has instant access to the nutrition. So we are just finished with the juicing there. And what I like to do sometimes is, you know, tip the juicer to make sure all the juice comes out so it doesn't stain the tablecloth or get juice all over your counters. I think we got most of it. And I'll put the pulp catch bin in case anything else drips. And let's see how much we got. So that's 32 ounces there in that measuring cup, and then we'll fill this measuring cup up. So that's just shy of about 5 ounces. So we have 37 ounces approximately with the Omega 8006 juicer. We had 38.5 ounces of carrot juice with the same amount of 5 pounds of carrots in the new Hurom vertical juicer. So based on my test here, you know, the new Hurom or the vertical upright single auger juicer Omega makes one. It's called the Omega Vert VRT 330, which I will test very soon, is more efficient than the Omega 8006. But there is a cost. Okay, so the cost is this. This juicer costs more money, you know, probably approximately $50 more than the Omega 8006, and the other cost is time. So how much is your time worth? This juicer takes me about double the time it takes to clean this juicer. The Omega 8006 takes me approximately, you know, 2 minutes or under 2 minutes to clean. This juicer takes me about 4 minutes. Now I happen to move very fast in the kitchen when I'm cleaning stuff, so it might take you longer, but nonetheless, this juicer will probably take you about double the time. And the main reason for that is at the screen area. There's a lot more screen area on this juicer than there is on the Omega 8006 juicer. The other thing is that the pulp ejection chute is this long chute, and the pulp seems to get stuck in there, so you'll have to, you know, kind of like whittle in there with the screwdriver, plastic screwdriver, oversized toothbrush they give you to clean it, or maybe get a butter knife in there to kind of unjam the produce that gets stuck. So I mean, this juicer does take longer to clean, you know, by double the time, but it made a whole 1.5 ounces more juice. So if that's worth it for you, go for this juicer. If you want the best juicer, I'm probably recommending this one at this point. It's just overall more efficient, and I mean, it took less time. So this juicer may take less time to clean, but this juicer took a lot less time to actually do the juicing. So once again, this is John Kohler from discountjuicers.com. Be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for our special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.